Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to a new video. My name is Evelyn Barta, and today I am back with a new topic, a new video, and I will be talking about different countries in 2022 and where different countries are going. So thank you everybody who has voted in my poll. This option got the most votes, but in the future I will be covering the other topics as well. So I will cover the 5G agenda. I will be talking about specific people as well from the ruling class, and I will check their personalities, their intentions, and who they are, and then the other topics as well, the US Pluto return. So this year I will be covering all these topics, and any other suggestion is more than welcome. So I'm very pleased to make this video today and to talk about different countries. I think it's worth looking into different countries energetically because it gives us an overview about where this ascension process is going, where we are standing at as a collective, how this awakening is happening, because it's an amazing process. It's very, very interesting. And as I always say, humanity is at crossroads at the moment, and we can choose what timeline we want to continue on. The light is winning, definitely, and the chaos and the confusion in the world is a result of the dark side losing power. It's a mess, the whole thing. But that is a great sign of things coming together, which they have to break apart first. We know that. So I will be talking about a few countries today. So there are a few countries, quite a few, that I want to cover in today's video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover all of them in one go, so I might split this video in two, but I will be deep diving into a few countries: Austria, Germany, USA, UK, Canada, France, and Australia. And first of all, the reason why is because I get the most viewers from these countries, apart from France. Second of all is because we know what is going on in these countries. There's a lot of turmoil in some of them, especially in Germany, Austria, and Canada as well, and France, and Australia, of course. And then the USA is playing a very, very big part in the economy of the world, in the process of this awakening this year. I actually wanted to cover 8 countries in total, and I was thinking about the 8th one, which one it should be. And I was thinking about Italy or other countries as well. And I got some information, of course, about all the countries, but my attention was drawn to a specific country that it should be the 8th one. And I was guided to talk about Hungary for some reason. I don't know why, what the significance of Hungary is, but I was guided to talk about Hungary as well. In terms of where we are going right now and what I'm seeing energetically in the world, I personally feel energetically like it is a period of processing things. It's a period of resting at the moment. It's almost like resting before the storm, but the storm not in a negative sense. It almost feels like there's a lot that it will be happening this year. So if you feel like you don't really have the drive to do certain things in January, then don't be worried, because this is a retreat process. It's a healing process that is taking place right now. And things will start speeding up from February, March onwards. So don't worry about that. If you feel like you want to rest. Don't worry about not making a progress, because you are making a progress. And you will have a lot of possibility in 2022 to create a timeline that is desired for you, to create whatever you were feeling like you were incapable of creating some time ago. Because me personally as well, I did feel like I'm capable of doing so many things some time ago. However, I felt like really stuck in one place when it came to manifesting what I wanted. I was making a lot of progress for many years, even though I didn't feel like I was making progress, but it was more like a spiritual progress rather than a physical material progress. But this year, there's this magician energy that will be very, very dominant. Those roadblocks that have been blocking our progression and our way will be removed this year. So we are getting out of this stuck energy. There's a lot of galactic help, galactic energetic frequency that is happening with manifesting, with creating a timeline. So this year, we are the magicians. In terms of the energies, what I am seeing in spiritual communities and in people in general is that people are really afraid of being tricked. People are very afraid of not being able to use their discernment. There's this fear of being misled, of deception. And there are so many amazing teachers, amazing people that have been serving humanity for many years and have dedicated their lives to exposing lies, to drawing people's attention to things that are hidden. So they are really amazing people with a lot of spiritual knowledge, potential. However, what I'm seeing in them is that they are getting stuck in that doom and gloom frequency. And they are getting stuck in this place of being paranoid about the world, about people's intentions. And they are fluctuating between fear and anger. So fear and anger, back and forth. They are also becoming incapable of discerning who has positive intentions, who has negative intentions. So there's a lot of this energy right now that people don't know who to trust. And we have to be very careful with that. We do have to look at the horrors of the society. I always say that, and to integrate them and not to be afraid of them, but not to get stuck in this doom and gloom energy of conspiracies, because it's so easy to get stuck there. And then that will contribute into creating a not desired timeline, of course. So we have to find the middle way. And yes, we know that there are like very negative intentions of the dark forces, and they are trying to keep us in one place, stuck, and they are trying to hinder our progress. However, I always say it doesn't mean that their plan is going to work out. And in fact, this year, many of us light workers are working on that, are working on creating a timeline and getting back our sovereignty, our freedom, what is our birthright. And I have to say that, again, the dark side is losing. The light is winning. So there's no question about where humanity is going. The question is how fast we can get there. But things will speed up in that sense as well. So be careful not to get stuck in that low vibrational doom and gloom energy. And it's a great business for many people. It is selling so well, this doom and gloom energy. And then the opposite thing as well, the other extreme as well, is selling very well. The overly positive thinking, spiritual bypassing, that is selling very, very well. But I feel like that is going out of fashion right now. And those spiritual teachers that are promoting that positive thinking and all that BS without shadow work, they are kind of in decline. But then now there's this other side, the conspiracies, and that is selling so well. So I like to look into hidden things because they are real. Unfortunately, this is what is happening, but I don't want to get stuck there. Okay, so let's get into the countries now. I will go through the countries that I received some information about, and then I will get to the other ones which I want to talk about more in detail. And apart from sharing with you the downloads that I received, we will do a card reading as well on those countries. But for now, let's talk about these countries that I have a little bit of information about. So, Bulgaria. What I received about Bulgaria is that Bulgaria has to focus on strategy, and they have to focus on planning as well. So there's this energy of strategy and planning for some reason. Just to let you know, I don't know much about these countries, what is going on in these countries politically, but this is the information that I received when I tuned into these different countries. So that's Bulgaria, strategy and planning that needs to be focused on. Finland. About Finland, I received that there's a lot of ancestral trauma healing happening. There is this energy that will be prominent in 2022 about going within, the energy of intuition, so focusing on that a lot. Finland really has to get into this heart frequency and inner guidance and to shift their focus there. So again, I don't know what's going on in Finland, but that's what I received. Russia. So when I tuned into Russia, I did feel this energy of resentment, this energy of anger for some reason. I know that there's a lot of corruption that has been happening there. I know that what we hear in the mainstream about Russia is not true. About Vladimir Putin, again, what we hear about him is not true. And they are trying to present him in a very bad light. However, the energy that I'm getting about him is not a dark energy. But I'm a little bit confused about Putin for some reason. I really don't know which side is him on. I will probably get into his energies at some point, and I will check those energies. But there was this energy of resentment, anger, and anger-related issues that are being solved and will be triggered this year. Also, I got the information that there will be delays in justice, whatever that means, illegal concerns, and endings in previous commitments, maybe previous commitments with other countries, sort of like endings and new energy coming in. Ukraine, and I know there's something going on between Russia and Ukraine as well. So about Ukraine, I got that there's a lot of emotional trauma that is being healed in 2022. Also, I got the energy of expansion, kind of like the country will open up more to the rest of the world, and this energy of networking more with other countries. Okay, so South Africa. So when I tuned into South Africa, I got that there is a lot of physical trauma healing happening there. I got this energy of a dominant male energy, masculine energy, male authority that is not acting with integrity. And it is time for people in South Africa to break free from that energy that is not acting with integrity. So not sure what that means. Also in terms of the physical trauma, probably physical trauma, trauma related to the physical body, ancestral trauma, maybe injuries as well that are healing right now. Netherlands. So the Netherlands, the energy around the country feels like there is a self-defense, the energy of self-defense that is happening, defense from influential people that needs to be healed this year. Also this energy of feeling stuck in unhealthy patterns when it comes to influential people and authorities as well, probably. So it can be about the leaders of the country or other things as well. And it is time to walk away from those unhealthy patterns and fear-based energies when it comes to the authorities. So that's Netherlands. India. India will heal a lot. So there's a lot of healing this year around ancestral trauma, around physical trauma as well, just as in South Africa, and injuries as well. So this is what I got. Also, there will be healing that is happening around money concerns. So keep in mind that healing always entails triggers. So first, those issues that need to be healed will be triggered, and then the healing happens because people will realize that there's a problem there. So they will focus their attention, and this is how the healing happens. So healing around money concerns in India, probably related to this big gap between the social classes that needs to be healed, that needs to be dissolved, because there's a big gap, I know that. And it is time for Indian people to stop acting against their best interest when it comes to material stuff, when it comes to money concerns. So there's probably healing around corruption related problems as well in India. I'm not sure what is the situation there, but I think that is something that is dominant in every single country and needs to be healed. So abuse of power, abuse of money, of profit, and these kind of things that need to be healed in many, many countries. Japan. So about Japan, I got very strongly that there's a new cycle that is coming for Japan, and it's a yang cycle. So this masculine energy, this purposeful action that needs to be focused on. So taking action, taking inspired action and purposeful action with this yang energy, and logic to be applied with this purposeful action as well. There was probably an imbalance between the masculine and feminine energies that is healing right now, but I got that very strongly, and that can mean new beginnings for Japan as well. Sweden. About Sweden, I got that there is healing happening in terms of parent, the partner as well, so around family. And there is a very strong energy that is coming related to these areas, partnership, parents, and family in general, which is a very dominant thing for every single country, I think, and for the world in general in 2022, because number 6 is all about that. It's all about partnerships and family. And I got very, very nice energies around Sweden, so I'm not sure what is happening in Sweden right now, but I got that there will be very positive changes and a lot of healing and new beginnings coming as well to Sweden. So I got this very, very nice and positive energy around Sweden. Okay, China. Now, China, I was thinking about getting into China a little bit more in detail because it will play a big part in the world's economy and everything in 2022. But when I tuned into it, I got that there's a lot of action that is happening in China and has been happening for a long time. But that can possibly lead for a burnout. That will be a trigger for people. and that can manifest in many areas. So China needs to take a break, needs to relax. And I got that there are loads of blocks in the heart chakra of the country, and healing needs to happen in that area. So China has to open its heart and to stop taking so much action. There's a lot of masculine energy. There's a lot of energy of we need to do things, we need to progress, the economy needs to evolve. And that is kind of backfiring right now because there's a possibility for burnout. Okay, moving on. So Romania. I didn't get very positive energies around Romania, to be honest. I got that there's a lack of personal freedom. There's this energy of feeling stuck in one place, unable to move. And there's this energy of being immersed in negative habits of fear, of limitation as well. Maybe that lack of personal freedom is because some mandates will be introduced again. Not sure what's going to happen. But I got that there's too much focus on worldly possessions. There's too much focus on material gains, on profit, on money. And it's time to choose a more heart-based, a more spiritual path. So that is for Romania. They have to open their hearts again, and they have to break free from this energy of limitations, from this energy of fear, and of this focus around money and around material stuff. However, I also got that there will be big changes in political structures in Romania. So that's Romania. Belgium. So there are some very nice energies about Belgium that I got when I tuned into it. Again, I'm not sure what is the situation in the country, but what I got is that there's a lot of abundance and there's this energy of harvest in 2022, like work paying off, and there's this energy of abundance in the air. So whatever happens in 2022, there's this very nice, very positive energy that is happening there. And to be honest, yeah, Belgium and Sweden were the two countries where I got like some very nice positive energies. Okay, Ireland. In Ireland, there is a lot of healing around the third eye and getting a great clarity about things, probably seeing through the lies, people getting a better insight about what is going on. This is what I got. That will be a focus in 2022. Also, a new perception that is also related to the third eye, and focusing on the collective vision. So that is the energy that is prominent in Ireland in 2022. Yeah, so these are the countries that I got some information about, and I wanted to talk about them in a nutshell. But yeah, let's get into the other ones that I want to dive deeper into. Above all countries, what I got is that in 2022, Australia will get most attention again. And what I was hearing is that they have to look out for assistance, probably from other countries, even if it's an energetic assistance, an energetic help coming, not physical help, but they have to reach out. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about Italy as well a little bit, and then I will get into Australia. No, I will get into the UK first, and then Australia. So the situation in Italy is, I know that there are very severe mandates, severe measures, but what I got about that country is that they have a great power, and Italy has a very, very great potential to use their creative energy, but they are not using their creative energy. So Italy has to wake up and break free from the past and the limitations of the past, from the political limitations as well, whatever happened in the past. And it's time to dig deep and use the resources and tools that they have available. Italy has a lot of potential, great powers, but it isn't stepping into those powers. But if it did step into those powers, it could create a very desired timeline. So I feel like this year they do have to get to that realization that they do have power. And what I got in terms of chakras is that there's a healing happening of the sacral chakra, so the creative power, using creativity, and the third eye as well, which is about vision and seeing things clearly, like a great, clear perspective, a clear vision, a new perception. And I also got that the severe measures will continue in 2022 in Italy. Unfortunately, this is what I get. But keep in mind that these predictions, these things are not set in stone. If you don't like something collectively, we are talking about countries here and collective energy, these energies can be changed, and it's totally up to the free will of the collective. Okay, so let's get into the UK now. Let's talk about the UK a little bit. I did get quite a lot of information about the UK, which I will be sharing, and then we will pull a few cards as well, a few tarot cards to check the energies. So I was asking about the situation around the injection in the UK, but I did not get any information, to be fair. The answer was that I'm not supposed to know. However, I did feel that there's nothing to worry about, really, in terms of the injections in 2022 in the UK. Also, what I got is that there will be attempts for severe measures, which will trigger people. So it means that probably they're not going to succeed with introducing those measures, or even if they introduce them, that will trigger people big time. There's a lot of truth continuing to come out about the governments, and that has already started around Boris Johnson. At least this is what I saw on YouTube, that there's some scandal around the Christmas party or something like that. So there will be more coming out, and many lies will get exposed. But also, I got that there's a huge spiritual awakening happening this year that will expose many things and will bring clarity for many people. However, many hidden things will remain hidden. Also, I got that the governments might get impacted, and I believe that that has to do with people and the power of people, and might start crashing, so might start collapsing the political structures. But what is sure, and what I got very strongly, is that there will be changes. And also, one thing that I got about the UK was that the timelines around what will happen in 2022 and what I'm talking about here now, the timelines are very, very flexible. So I didn't get that about all the countries, but in particular, I got that about the UK, that things can shift. There might be quantum leaps, quantum jumps. So nothing really is set in stone, but based on the current energies, this is what I received. Also, I got that there's a particular significant event that might happen this year in the UK. And I don't know, the first thing that came into my mind is about Queen Elizabeth. That might happen something, or something around the royal family that might be a big deal this year. Also, we will see more influential people stepping forward in the UK, also oversee relations and support that might happen. So people, something related to other countries as well and their relationship with the UK. But very strongly it came out that there will be significant changes and new insights. And in terms of the chakras, the crown chakra will be healed. And that's very interesting because, as I said in one of my videos, the heart chakra of the earth is in the UK. But when I tuned into the chakras and chakras related to the UK, I got that the crown chakra needs to be healed. So the first thing that again came into my mind was crown, you know, the royal family, crown chakra, and things related to the crown that needs to be healed. I'm wondering if there's anything that will come out this year about the royal family, but the crown chakra and the crown will be healed, will be triggered, so it can be healed this year. Okay, so this is what I received in terms of downloads about the UK, and let's pull a few tarot cards. So I will shuffle the cards. These cards are so slippery, but I love these tarot cards. So UK spirit in 2022, what is happening energetically? Okay, so I will pull 4 tarot cards. I think the cards are shuffled now. 9 of Swords, upright. We have the Hermit, reversed. 7 of Swords, reversed. And we have the Death card as well, upright. So it's interesting. And at the bottom of the deck, the 5 of Cups, reversed. So we have the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which is about moving on. It's about forgiveness. It's about new hope and leaving a situation. So that is the underlying energy of this reading and of the UK in 2022. However, we got the 7 of Swords reversed. And the 7 of Swords in this position is about being caught. And it's about punishment as well. So I do feel like that does have to do with the leadership in the country, maybe some political figures, but it can be the royal family as well. So it can be about them, because look at that picture. the dragon. The dragon reminds you of, because it's part of that race which the royal family is part of also. So I don't know, I'm just getting that feeling that being caught, so someone is being caught in doing something, and that might have to do with the royal family, but it can be also a political figure or both. And that will cause an energy of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is this energy of anxiety, grief, and depression as well. And swords are about the element of air, so it does have to do with intellect, it does have to do with the mind. So there might be this psychological kind of torment, grief that can be present in the country because of that particular person that was caught. And of course, when certain lies are being exposed, then many people will enter into this state of depression, into this state of grief, because it's an ending of an era. And it's almost like when you realize that you are being cheated on and you are being lied, and this energy of losing hope and grief kicks in. And then we have the Hermit as well, reversed. And the Hermit in this position is about isolation. It is about loneliness as well. Because upright, the Hermit is about getting away from the society and focusing on yourself, so going inwards. And it's a spiritual transformation most of the time, but in this reverse position is about feeling isolated, this energy of loneliness. And then we have the Death card as well. So as I said, there is a lot of transformation that will take place in the UK. Big changes, maybe really the governments will start falling apart, maybe something related to the leadership of the country that will impact the societal structures as well. But the Death card is always good because it is new beginnings, moving on. It's this energy of death and rebirth, right? And that is really needed in many countries. As I got from the downloads that I received as well, the UK will go through a lot of transformation this year. And that is a very, very good thing. And we know very well what I'm talking about, especially a person that can take down the whole family of this race. Okay, so that is about the UK. That's what I'm seeing. And let's move on to Australia. So what I got about Australia as in terms of downloads was that the mandates will continue in 2022 or will get more severe this year. But these severe measures will trigger people, and there will be more demonstrations, there will be more riots, more standing off, more pushback, and more power. So people will get into their personal power even more this year. And that's why I believe that we will hear a lot about Australia. So I know that the situation there is horrible. You guys that are from Australia, you have taken on a very, very big mission, and it's not easy at all, but you are healing the solar plexus of the earth, and whatever is happening in Australia, it will trigger the whole world. And I feel like that can really start an awakening process all around the world. So whatever is happening there, I know it's hard, I know it's horrible. I don't know how I would handle that situation myself, because I do have a problem with, I do have a fear around losing my freedom. So it must be very, very hard for you guys, but we are with you and we are standing with you and we are sending a lot of positive energy. And you have to ask for help, not only from the galactics, but then also from the rest of the world. You have to reach out. I also got that there is a huge spiritual awakening happening this year within the masses. Loads of people will start awakening to the truth, which is amazing. It's time. It's time to awaken to the truth. More people will step forward, perhaps even influential people, as it happened with Novak Djokovic this year already, because more influential people might step forward that will trigger also a change. So people are gaining power. That is what I felt like strongly in Australia. And there will be even more cooperation between people. And I said that there are a few recordings on YouTube as well that are showing that yes, people are gathering together, they are coming together and they cooperate, and it's beautiful. In terms of the chakras, what I got is that all 7 chakras are healing right now in Australia. There's a complete energy healing that is taking place there. And of course, lots of those chakras first need to be triggered in order to be healed. That is the process, and that is amazing that is happening. Also, I got information because I was asking about the people that didn't get the injection, what's going to happen with them. And in most of the countries, the answer was that we are not supposed to know. However, about Australia, I got that the people that refuse the injection will have kind of the same rights as in 2021. However, the mandates will continue. Okay, so let's get into a card reading. I will pull a few cards. Let me just shuffle the cards. What is that Australia needs to know in 2022? Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Pentacles upright. We have the King of Wands upright. One more. We have the Six of Pentacles reversed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Loads of Kings and Queens. The Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck is about aggression. Is about this energy of aggression that I believe is the authorities. So that is the underlying energy in Australia in 2022. So the underlying energy of the authorities going with these very severe measures, trying to force people like in an aggressive way, because there's this absence of the heart energy. So the only thing that they can be using is force. And then we have the Ace of Cups that came out reversed, and that in this position is about feeling let down. It's this energy of disappointment that is present in Australia in 2022. And I believe that that also has to do with the authorities, that people will start feeling that they are not helping them, that they don't have positive intentions, and there will be this energy of, okay, we cannot trust you any longer, you are letting us down, this feeling of disappointment as well. And then the Six of Pentacles is about money issues. It is about getting into debt. So I believe that the energy of aggression and whatever is happening is about this greed, corruption as well, because that is present in the whole world. And I believe that many of the leaders of the country are kind of holding onto their power because there's this fear of losing money as well. It is all revolving around profit, around the material stuff. And the King of Wands, I feel like that's normally a very strategic leader, a very bold person as well. It's a very powerful leader, but I do feel like because of this card, I don't know if you can see it, let me just focus. It doesn't seem like it has very positive intentions. And there's this dragon again that is a very fiery energy, but then fiery in a negative sense. This energy of aggression again. But then there's this feminine energy of the Queen of Pentacles that is about fertility, a resourceful person. So I feel like that is representing the people, or it can represent a feminine energy that is coming forward and a more like a balanced approach in between the feminine and masculine energies. So this is the authorities. It is the ones that are leading the country and are using force and aggression when it comes to achieving their goals. But then at the bottom of the deck, also because we had this aggression, that can also mean the aggression of people. So the aggression of the leadership can trigger the aggression of people. And there might be a clash. But that clash is absolutely necessary in this case because, as I said, it is the healing of all the 7 chakras that is happening in Australia. But we are talking about Australia being the solar plexus of the earth. And in order for the solar plexus to be healed, there needs to be a standing up for yourself happening. And that always starts with anger. Anger is that driving force that is driving an individual to finally say no. And sometimes that comes with aggression. So this is what needs to probably happen. However, I really hope that it's not going to be devastating for people. But many souls have volunteered to complete this mission. And it's not an easy road. It's not an easy path. I do believe that Australia will come out as victorious from this situation. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing about Australia. And let's move to France right now. Let's talk about France a little bit. So what is interesting about France is that it was almost like this energy when I tuned into it, this blocked energy there. I also had this blocked vision. I did not get a lot of information about France. So it feels like something is blocking that country at the moment. There was not a lot that came through. What I got was that there will be financial and economic issues in 2022. So that will be something that French people will start seeing signs of this year. Also, I got that people are stepping forward, even well-known people, maybe influential people, just as I was talking about the case of Australia, and they will speak up and they will trigger changes. So definitely there will be pushback from people in France as well, and there are many demonstrations on the street. Many people are going out, and French people are like that. They are not joking around. If they mean that they are fed up with something, they will do something about it. Maybe the president will really piss off people and they will do something about that. In terms of chakras, what I got in France is that there is a trigger and healing happening of all 7 chakras as well, just as in Australia. So this is what I got about France, to be fair. Nothing else. I was asking about people that didn't get injected, mandates. What I got is that I'm not supposed to know. We are not supposed to know. So it's a very, very weird energy. Let's get into a quick reading. If I don't get downloads about France, let's see what I can see from the cards. Spirit, what is that is blocking that country? What is that we need to know, or French people need to know if they are watching my video? So I got the Magician reversed, the Hanged Man reversed, the Hermit reversed, wow, the Moon upright, and at the bottom of the deck, King of Wands upright. So again, King of Wands, this energy of the authorities, this leadership energy that is not positive, that is aggressive. Actually, this is what I'm getting from this card. Again, that is the underlying energy. And only major arcanas. We got the Hermit. So the Hermit reversed again is about isolation, is about loneliness. The Moon is about deception, is about lies, is about not seeing things clearly. That is a very dominant energy that I feel like is happening in France. People are being immersed in this energy of lies. So much deception happening there. Unbelievable. And then we got the Magician and the Hanged Man, both reversed. Again, the Magician is the energy of alchemy, of using that alchemy not for positive purposes. It does have to do with the leadership again. I feel like it does have to do with deception. And then we have the Hanged Man, and the Hanged Man, normally upright, is about spiritual sacrifice and a new perspective, gaining a very, very fresh and new perspective on things. It does have to do with spiritual awakening, but because this is reversed, is about victimhood, is about feeling betrayed. And normally this is the energy of a traitor, of someone that is dishonest. Also, it is about selfishness. So yeah, there's a lot of this scattered energy that is in France, and that's why I didn't get a lot of information. I believe that was the reason. So I'm not surprised. It is this trickster energy as well. The Magician is a trickster energy. And look, the Hanged Man is also about the heart chakra, the heart-based energy. So this card can indicate that lack of a heart-based approach. Maybe within people as well, this imbalance in the heart chakra, but then also when it comes to the governance, the lack of compassion and love. And the Hanged Man reversed is also about the state of feeling like a victim. So that can mean that French people might victimize themselves as well. But there is a lot of deception that is going on and unseen things that need to be exposed. So let me get another card from this oracle deck that is actually inspired from tarot. So I will get a few cards, oh actually a card as a clarifier. By the Book reversed. So from what I remember, this card is about doing things by the book, doing things in a usual way, traditional way, following the footsteps of someone that has achieved things and using that strategy in our benefit. because those things can benefit us as well if we are doing things in the same way. But when it's reverse, is the opposite of that. It is a new approach, and a new approach, an unorthodox way of doing things is necessary in order to achieve something. So starting to think outside the box if we want to achieve positive changes. Let's just see what the guidebook is saying. It is actually number 11, master number. In reverse, now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is a call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order may reject it. So yes, if France wants to get out from that stock deceptive energy, dishonesty that is present, then they need to do things in a different way. They need to think outside of the box in an untraditional way, because whatever has been up to this point is definitely not benefiting them. And I feel like this is something that we need to focus on all around the world, doing things exactly the opposite way of how they have been done if we want to achieve positive changes. And this is what is happening in France as well. So it is up to people, it is up to their free will. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for France, and I think I will finish this recording here because it's going to be a very long video. And in the second part, I will be talking about the rest of the countries. So the USA, Canada, Austria, Germany, and then Hungary as well. So I will share the downloads that I received, and then we will pull a few cards as well to check the energies of those countries. So guys, I hope it resonated. I hope it could benefit some of you. You can feel free to share this message with those that you think can benefit from it. And yeah, I will see you in the second part of this. So I will probably upload that video tomorrow. So take care, guys, and I will see you in the second part.